Welcome everyone. We'll talk today about lesson 8.5, which talking about circumference of circle. Actually, the word circumference is a meaning of distance, the distance around the circle. So if I want to calculate the distance around the circle, we call it circumference, like this one. If I want to measure this distance, actually it's very hard to measure it with ruler because it's curved. So how to measure it, this is what we will study today by some more information. So what we will study is what is the length of this surrounded the line which surrounds the circle. Okay? Okay. Before we start, we must know that the circle must have center. So the point in the middle of the circle is called the center of the circle. Okay? And from it we can draw. From center of the circle to any point over the circle, we call this part is R. R denoted to radius. So R represents the radius. Okay? So we call the distance between the center of the circle and the circle is the radius. Okay? Again, we can connect 2 points on the circle, one here and one here, with a line. And this line passing through the center of the circle. We call this line D, which denoted to diameter. So it's called diameter. So I have R and I have diameter. And you can notice that diameter consists of R and R. So I have 2 R here. So we can call the diameter equal to R. So this is the first rule. The diameter of the circle equal double R. Okay? What else we need to know about the circle? A very important symbol in the circle, it's called pi. The symbol pi, we can draw it like this, or we call it pi. This is a fixed number. So I know its value previously, okay, which is equal 3.14 or 22 over 7. Actually, it's not the actual length, the actual value, but it's approximated value, okay? And we'll use it in the examples, okay, to solve the examples. And if you want to know more about the pi actually is a ratio between the circumference of circle and its diameter. And we denote the circumference of circle as the letter C. So circumference of circle, we denoted it by C. From here, we can start study the rule of circumference. Okay? First, circumference of circle equal by the letter pi multiply d, which is the diameter. So to find the circumference of circle, just multiply pi by d. Okay? And we know that pi may equal 3.14 or 22 over 7. Or you can leave it as it is pi if he asked me in the problem to do it, because we know its answer. Also, we can write it in another way. Because we know that D equal to R, yes, we know that D equal to R. So we can use this formula by another way. I can say C equal by, and instead of D, I can put 2R. Okay, what is the difference? Actually, there is no difference between the two rules. They are right. Both are right. But in the problem, if he gives me the diameter, I will use this rule. If he gives me the radius, I will use this rule. That's it. And to be easy for you, you can use the magic triangle to remember this rule well. The magic triangle consists of C up and down by multiply D. Always what down with multiply and up with division. So I can say C equal by multiply d. What about if I want d? D equal c divided by. So if he give you the circumference and ask for the diameter, you can use this formula. Just remember this magic triangle. Only look at it, save it in your mind, and you can answer any rule you need, okay? Also, I can make the same magic triangle for the other rule, which use the radius. It consists of 3 parts. First, up C, down by 2 R. What down is the relation between what down is by multiply and up we divide. So I can find the R from circumference. So it's equal C over by multiply 2. That's it. Now, remember these two magic triangle well, and we will solve problem with them. Okay? Okay. Let's take our first example to solve it together. First, what is the circumference of the rim of a basketball hoop? Okay, this is a rim. And we want to know what is the distance of this circle, okay? So, which is equal the circumference. Actually, he gave me here the radius only, R. So, we will use the rule of R. So, C equal, in the terms of R, C equal by 2R. Actually, the relation is multiplied, by the way. So, don't forget it. So, we can say by equal what? He told me use by equal 3.14. So, it's 3.14 multiply 2 multiply R here equal 9. So, I can say that C equals, after we make multiplication process, so it will equal 56.52. 56.52 feet, or inch, sorry. Okay, that's it. And to fill here, he needed by the diameter. He asked me to fill it with diameter. So first, to find it by diameter, I can do something first. Convert from radius to diameter. Actually, D, I know that D equal to R. So it's equal to multiply 9 equal 18. So diameter, we multiply it by 2 to get the diameter, which is 18. And then we can find the same value of circumference, 0.52. That's it. Okay? Again, another question. So try it one. The circle has a circumference of, always if you found any number, make a round. Circumference of 9.42, so that's C. What is the area of the square? Okay, and use by 3.14, okay. To find the area of square, I need to find the side length, so I need to find this part. And this part equal in the circle R, so I need to find R. So R equal from the magic triangle, remember the magic triangle? Magic triangle says that C and down by 2R, so R equal C divided by multiply 2. Don't forget the magic triangle. So R equal C divided by multiply 2, which is equal, C here equal 9.42 over by 3.14 multiply 2, which at the end you can calculate it equal 1.5. Okay, unit. Because he said unit, so it's unit. Any unit, centimeter, meter, anything. Okay? And we know that R for the circle equal side length for the square. So the side length equal 1.5. And area of square equal side length multiply side length, which is equal 1.5 multiply 1.5. So the area of square equal 2.25 units square. That's it. So it's indirect equation. He asked for the area of square, and to find the area of square, I must find its side length. And to find the side length, we found it's the same as the radius. So we need to find the radius from the circumference of circle. So you have to think about this by these steps. How to find the area is to get the side. How to get the side is to get the radius. How to get the radius from the circumference. Okay? This is how to think for solving some questions like this. Okay, again, another one. Number 5, question number 5, direct equation. What is the diameter of circle with a circumference of this number? So this is C. I need D. And from the magic triangle, C equal by D. So D equal C over by. Yes, so it's equal C over by. But he didn't mention by here. So you can use it with 3.14 or 22 over 7, whatever you want. It's free for you. So 10.99, which is the C, and by 3.14, and by using your calculator to check your answer, you can find it equal this is number 3.5. Okay, feet. That's it. Okay. Okay. Another. We can find it in another form of question. Second form of question is, if you give me one like this, and take care about this one, because use by as a part of the answer. So we will not, you don't have to put by equal 3.14 or 22 over 7. So what? Leave it as it is, by. You will see now. Okay? So you can solve it by find the circumference. So I need C, and he give me D. D equals 7 because it's from the circle to circle. Okay? And passing through the center of the circle. So C equal by multiply D. And by here, no, he said use by as a part of the answer. So leave it as it is, by. And D multiply 7. So we can say 7 by. Okay, so the answer is 7 by. Leave by as it is, centimeter. This is the answer. And sometime in this question number 10, he told me use by 3.14. It's okay. So if he say use by as a part of the answer, leave it as it is. And if he give you a value, use the value. Okay, let's solve number 10. Number 10, he asked for the circumference of the circle, and he gave me radius only. So this is R. So I will use the rule of R. So C equal by 2R, which is equal 3.14 multiply 2 multiply 9.5. So it's equal at the end 59.66. And he said approximate to the nearest hundreds. It's already in the hundreds. So it's right. Centimeter. Okay. Okay. Another one. Question number 11. Finds the diameter of a circle. He need D. So he asked for D. We need D. Okay? Or the diameter of circle with circumference is 27. So the circumference, he give me C. C equal 27. Okay? Use by 3.14. Round to the nearest end. So I need D. From the magic triangle, D equal C over by So it's 27 over 3.14. By using calculator, you will find it 8.598 and so on. Some numbers are the same. But he told you round to the nearest tenth. And the tenth is here. This is the position of tenth, so it's equal 8.5 here will ask 9. 9 is strong number. So 9 will add 1/4 over 5, so it will be 6. So the last answer is 8.6 centimeters. Okay, Ola? Okay. Last question, the last one, we need to solve it together. To solve it together, we need to read well. So first, you have to read the question well. Second, try to find what you found, information you get from the problem, and what's your plan to solve it. Okay? So let's read it well and solve it together. The circumference of the inner circle equal 44. So 44 is C1 or C inner, Cn. It's a Cn, so Cn equal 44. Okay. And the distance between the inner circle and the outer circle is 3 feet, okay? By how many feet is the circumference of the outer circle greater than the circumference of the inner circle? So I need to find circumference of outer circle and subtract it with circumference of inner circle, because he need to know by which is greater. So the difference between them. He asked for the difference. Equals what? This is what we want, what he asked us about. And he asked me to use the pi by 22. So I need to get the circumference of inner circle and outer circle. Inner circle is already given, which is 44. So the rest is the outer circle. To get the outer circle circumference, we need diameter or radius. So how to find it? Actually, as you see here, if I make the center of the first circle here. So this is the radius of inner circle, R1, Rn. And to get the radius of the outer, we have to add 3 feet. So R out equal R1 plus 3. So if I get the radius of the inner circle, I can find the radius of the outer circle. So let's start get the radius of the inner circle from the given circumference. So R equal C R1 inside circle equal C divided 2 pi, which is equal 44 over 2 multiply by here by 22 over 7, 22 over 7 by using calculation. So divided, simplified, very easy to simplify. So it will equal 22 by 2 equal 1, and 22 is 22, make it up, so it will equal 7 feet. This is the radius of the first one. So to find R out equals R1 plus 3, which is the distance between the two circles. So it will be 7 plus 3 equal 10 feet. So I found now the radius of the outer circle. So can you get the circumference? Yes, from the rule of circumference. C out equal 2 by 2R, because by 2R, which is equal 22 over 7 multiply 2 multiply R here, we get it by 10, so multiply 10, which is equal at the end 22 over 7 multiply 10. So when we calculate it, it will be equal. So it's equal 62.8571 and so on. But he told you, he asked me to the nearest hundreds. Hundreds, which is 5. And 7 is strong, so it will add 1 over 5, so it will be 62.86, okay, feet. That's it. Okay, it's nice to be with you. I hope you understand the lesson well. Study well. See you. Bye.